Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Oh, look how comfy I am.
You do look
Coblett has
so
her
comfy.
My little bed. You've
That's
only
so
got it for
cute.
10 minutes.
Oh!
So five past, I'm taking it away.
Oh! There's so much control over the dog bed.
What? I did offer to have her up on the sofa.
but then you drew her the bed, so then it was like she had to have the bed.
Well, the bed could just be like an ornament.
Rude.
I feel like as time goes on, we're gonna add more little doggy things.
Well,
when
we
start having guests, we're gonna have an armchair for the guests to go on.
Yes.
So I'll have to move your dog bowl.
So
I'm gonna go thirsty now. Sick. No, I'll move your dog bowl to where the table is, and I'll just take the table out. Okay, that's fine. But what am I gonna cock my leg against when I need to piss? The sofa. Well, welcome to our podcast. Welcome, where I piss up table legs.
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Who's pissing up the table? Oh God.
So, this is something that the three of us have been wanting to do for a while, and we kind of just thought, fuck it, do you know what? Let's just do it. So as you can see, we've all got our own PNGs. You've got my Squid, Queenie's chibi character and her glass of wine, and Coblett's little dog roll. This is like it's like a girl talk podcast, but not, because we'll also be doing like talking about crafting stuff, book group, book club, basically whatever we think we want to talk about. Every other week we will have a guest, so next week we will have our first guest.
Ooh, exciting!
Which will be quite interesting to see how much talking we get done, but we'll see.
No hint there on who our guest star is next week, eh? That'll be my week off next week. I can just sit there and be like, don't have to say a word.
But yeah, we settled on Sassy Stitches because Coblett and myself both do crochet and stuff, so it just kind of makes sense. And yes, Pesto, it is Crip. Crip is our guest next week. And Queenie's sassy as fuck. Yeah, so she brings the sass, we bring the stitches. You guys need to turn up for that.
But then we all end up laughing so hard that we're just rolling around in stitches, so it just works.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
I know, I had a big brain moment, it just came to me. I give myself a pat on the back.
So this will be weekly, every Thursday at 8 p.m. You should slowly move off the scene as you're talking.
Well, you just see my glass of wine just get smaller and smaller.
Yeah, just like slowly start moving my way across the scene, like.
Oh,
but
brilliant.
Yeah, for those that don't know who we are, we'll do little intros. So I'm Squid. Obviously, this is my channel, but this is a joint venture. All three of us own this. All three of us do this. We've all been planning it. It's all of our project. Brain is doing the thing.
She's lying. She kidnapped us and made us do this.
Oh, fuck off. So before Queenie gave us a thing of like what our intros should be, I was like, okay, I met Queenie through Bateman because Crip and I used to live next door to Bateman, so that's how I met Queenie. And Coblett I met through Pesto, who's in chat, and we've just kind of merged, and now we're here. So welcome on in, Dem. Hi, Starry. This is the final form. We've also been told to have our favourite film or book, and I can't pick favourite book. I have too many books. So I will settle on one of my favourite series, which... you know what? I'm going to go for one that not many people have heard about. Ember in the Ashes. That series is brilliant. And random fact about myself is I actually have a degree in animal behavioural science and animal welfare.
Oh, nice. That is a cute little fact.
Coblett,
Coblett, would you like to go next? Yes, go.
Oh, God. So, I'm Coblett. Apparently, I'm a dog. But I am a bitch.
She said it. We didn't say that. She said
it. I met Squid through Pesto, and the chain continues from there. And I met Queenie through Squid, I guess. She just kind of appeared in the...
did the reverse of what Squid said.
Literally, like, it's all going to be the same.
I love it.
You just kind of emerged one day in the chat, and you were like, "Hey, you're my friend now." And we were like, "Okay, sit." And then that was it. That was literally it.
I'm never letting you go. I'm kidnapping you.
Literally, she was like, "You are mine now, forever." A random fact about me. Looking at chat is distracting me.
Shelves, please.
Shelves, please.
Build me more shelves.
I am a brown black belt in karate, so I'm one off a black belt. But I stopped because I got a job as a hairdresser.
See, I didn't even know that one.
No, I didn't. And now I'm like, oh my God, I can't fuck with Coblett anymore.
She could kick our ass.
She will kick my ass.
I could, but I'm too kind to, so I'll just cry instead.
See, there's like Squid saying like that she'll be like bodyguard duty of the wedding. Well, I think I've got two now.
Yeah. Don't fuck with me.
Love it. Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me. I will cry at you and you'll just walk away.
She'll just make you feel really uncomfortable.
I will.
I love that.
I'll look you dead in the eye and I'll just form tears. And then favourite book. I would say it is a very common one among the fantasy readers, but it is A Court of Thorns and Roses. At the moment, that is my favourite one. But I have only been reading for the past year, I think. Squid is when you kind of got me into reading again.
Yeah, I kind of just gave you the book and I was like, you want to read this? There's no trauma in this at all.
Yeah, you are reading this. It's not full of smut whatsoever. And I was like, okay, sick. My Wattpad 14-year-old self was absolutely loving life.
I used to use fanfiction.net.
Tumblr was probably my go-to, to be honest.
Well, and Tumblr. Do you know what? I bet my fanfiction account is still out.
I made sure to delete mine because it was full of One Direction.
Oh, mine was full of House of Night fanfic.
Oh, I'd have been all over that.
I'm tempted to find out after this now. Go on, Queenie.
Yeah, I am Queenie. I am the better half of Bateman Returns. As my name is Queenie Returns. So I met Ginger Squid at a wedding of a mutual friend, because obviously they they are friends with Bateman, but they hadn't seen each other in a while. So then I was like, right, these two are freaking awesome, getting to know these two more. So I just came into the voice call and was like, hey, I'm here. This is happening. You're stuck with me now. And then I did the same with Coblett. I think literally after like a few weeks of chatting, I was like, right, she's coming to stay here for the weekend because she's fucking awesome. And then that's obviously when I met Coblett and Pesto. And so, yeah. Favorite film is definitely Pretty Woman. 100%. Amazing film. Favorite book? Oh. That one I actually did struggle with. I didn't think I would struggle with it as much. Because I am obviously obsessed with Fourth Wing at the moment and that series. But Onyx Storm's pissed me off. So I don't know if it's my favourite anymore. Seriously, every time I walk past my bookshelf, I'm flipping it off. Because I just don't want to look at it. And I actually started following the author on Instagram as I was mid-reading it. As soon as I finished reading it, I unfollowed her.
Oh, that's mean.
It was mean. I was like,
burn.
you say, well, that's mean? What does she do to us?
We've still got two more
What
books
she's
to
done
come,
to
by the way.
us. I know, but she's making us wait. So yeah, but obviously House of Night is a series I've always loved as well. Random fact, my cousin, technically my mum's cousin, so that's second cousin?
I don't know.
I
That
can't,
sounds about right.
I think that's right, second cousin, is an Olympic diver for Great Britain.
What's their name?
And also trained Tom Daley a little bit when he was in his teenage years.
What's their name?
Mark Shipman. If you go on BBC, they're actually on there
Hang on.
Olympic
Trip.
website.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a name that you've worked with before?
Oh, the connections go even deeper.
Oh my God, I was just about to say.
The name, yeah, Cripps worked with them.
No way.
What the fuck?
In his job before what he now does, he worked with your second cousin.
That's fucked up, dude.
So we also figured earlier that I spent the first 7 years of my life on the Isle of Wight. And we used to travel to Portsmouth quite a lot. So at some point in passing, Queenie and I have probably seen each other when we were younger.
Probably.
That's really weird.
There. That is my birth town. That is my home. So yeah, we probably have. Because I pretty much spent every day there. Which is odd to think. But yeah. I'd say that is my random fact, which has then made it even more random about the fact that Cripps worked with him. So I'm quite glad now that I said that.
Well, you know who, and Cripps will probably tell us a bit about this next week, but you know whose boss was Adrian Morehouse, right? Gold Olympic.
I don't know who that
swimmer.
is.
Gold medalist,
swimmer?
Olympic swimmer, yeah.
Oh.
So there's quite a few Olympians that Crip in a Box and RJ Parkey and myself at times have worked with. More Crip and RJ, but
that is interesting.
Oh, time to take Coblett's bed away.
Oh, bye. Back on the floor.
It's a nice fluffy rug. I made sure to pick a background that had a really cute rug. Just don't piss on the rug.
I'm going to get a numb bum now, actually. Oh, Pesto!
I feel like Pesto's going to overuse it. Yeah,
he just wants me to be comfy.
That's adorable.
I mean, it did.
Sorry's like, what the fuck?
I am proud of that bed because I did draw that bed.
It's a really good bed.
It's so cute.
And it even says Coblett's name in the little bone, which I really like.
I know.
Yeah, that's just one of the projects I've been working on, is getting stuff ready for the podcast. So we've got the logo. Queenie came up with the initial design and then I just drew it all out.
Mm-hmm.
The bed. Those that would have seen it in the Discord, I also did a drawing of Sprocket, our eldest guinea pig that passed away. But my main project at the moment is crocheting dinosaurs. I finished one. I have a T-Rex that's finished. I am now working on the Triceratops. And I have to
still
get it done
need
by Sunday.
to get my pens so that I can get
You
colouring.
do.
We will
Yes.
send you some after this, actually. I will write it on my post-it.
We did have a little look in. Was it the Range Coblett? But they didn't really have a huge selection there. They were all pretty naff.
Amazon has good pens.
Yeah.
So Coblett and myself do a lot of colouring. And now we've gotten Queenie into it, but Queenie needs pens.
Oh, actually, there's a very funny story that I'm sure Kev won't mind me saying about this story. But I was randomly looking at Christmas presents, or no, not the Christmas gone, the Christmas before, and I came across a colouring book, and I won't obviously say the word, but it was colouring for C words, and obviously me and Kev really likes saying that word when we're allowed to. Obviously, we say croissants when we're not allowed to say that word on stream. So I obviously sent him a photo of that colouring book thinking, oh my God, he would love that. And then me being me, he just replies going, thanks for that, Queenie. I was like, what do you mean? I thought you'd love it. He's like, I'm colourblind. I was like, oh, shit. I'm sorry. I forgot. No. Yeah, so don't send Kev colouring books because that's a trigger.
I mean, you can send them. But while we're on the topic, Crip in a Box is also colourblind. But if you send him colouring books, I will use them.
Or if you also buy Coblett one for her birthday, but she's already got it, then I get to keep it.
Yeah.
That's how I've done that one. So
we've got a really good system going on here.
Yeah, the system's working.
Great. I had to sit in the shower crying so my tears wash away. Oh, well, I remember. You two need to hydrate. Anytime we get a hydrate or
I just did.
A posture check or whatever, it's for all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
While we're doing podcasts, it's for all three of us.
I do that when I watch your streams anyway.
I mean, I like it because it's like, oh yes, you need to make the streamer actually take care of themselves.
How dare you want to look after us? That's just disgusting.
That's just rude.
Oh, Pesto's doing a posture check too.
Cute.
I feel like he's going to get payback for all the times we do it to him. I deliberately turned all of the sound alerts off for the podcast. I did, however, leave on the See the Guinea Pigs one, so if you want to see the guinea pigs, I can bring them up.
Cute.
Coblett, what do you have any craft projects on the go?
Yeah, I took a bit of a break over kind of Christmas and all of January, because I needed to get glasses. Oh, fuck's sake!
Haunt my nightmares tonight.
It is. I roll over and I wake. That's how he sleeps.
No, don't, because now Bateman will do the big version of his egghead or something in a minute.
Oh, I really hope he does because I love that one.
Oh God! Or the forehead one.
While you do that, I'll get the guinea pig up quickly.
Oh, I fucking love the forehead one.
When the piggies want to work. Come on, piggies.
But yeah, I had to get glasses, so now that I wear glasses, unfortunately, I have started to make it's a baby lovey. So it's like a really small blanket, and it's gonna have a teddy bear head that sits on top. I've made one before, but this one's gonna be like white and beige, and then it's gonna
Fucking hell.
Thank you for all the biddies, by the way.
And then it's going to have a chocolatey brown border on the blanket part. So that's it. I did make Queenie something for her birthday.
She did. I love it. I've called it Little Billy.
Bateman's not a fan. I think he was jealous of the size of girth, but
Yeah, he was a little bit intimidated. I can't
he
lie.
was.
He
Oh,
was,
this
yeah.
is out. Sorry, there's just like a void in the middle. There we go.
But yeah, that's all. I think that's all I've got. I'm gonna try and finish this blanket. I'm gonna try and do it one project at a time. No whips.
Yes.
But we'll see. I will.
I can't say that. I've got a lot of whips.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to make because for Christmas I got 2 Pokemon crochet books, and I really want to make stuff from there, but I need more yarn. But I'm running out of space in my yarn tubs. So maybe if I buy another yarn tub, then I get to fill that with yarn.
Now I'm going to ask the stupid question because I'm obviously a noob.
What's a whip?
Ruin my question then.
Yes,
It's a
sorry,
work
I
in
do need shelves.
progress. Whip, in terms of crafting, a whip is a work in progress. So
And then you
I
nay
see.
yeah. So when you go through your whips, you do your whip and then you do your nay. So I've got obviously the dinosaurs that I'm doing. I've got the dragon, the big sperm dragon. It as you work through the body, it does turn very sperm-like, and it's very. I can't do it on stream. I'll do the feet and stuff, but no. I've also got my cross stitch, which is I actually started that like 2 years ago.
Stitch as well.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Oh, I like the UFO, unfinished object.
I like the UFO.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm learning a lot already.
At one of the future segments that we'll be doing,
Oh
we will
God.
be supplying Queenie with the crafting stuff, and we will be trying to teach her how to do the crafting. I think we'll just get her like some of those little like kids my first craft project.
What, like
You need a
get
trip to Hobbycraft.
like, oh Jesus. The thing is, there's actually a very big Hobbycraft not far from us as well. So there's no getting out of it. Yeah, because you've seen it.
I will drive down just to walk around with you.
When we do those ones, then I think we will do videos, but we'll just have like hands on camera.
Oh yeah, we'll just have the desks. Yeah.
We'll have magic hands. I'm doing the magic hands and you can't see the magic hands.
Just hands.
Just hands. But yeah, I will definitely need a beginner kit. That's how beginner I am. Like the beginner kit. Because that is how uncreative I am as a person.
I feel like Hobbycraft will have some good like spring Easter ones at the moment.
Oh, do you remember like you used to be able to get in Hobbycraft, like you would be able to do like the paint the eggs?
Yes, we should do one of those each.
But I couldn't even do those. No. I would just dip it in paint and say job done.
I can't like draw. I'll just draw dicks on it.
Oh God. I'm awful, especially with Easter egg hunts as well, because my nan's rung me a couple of years. No, actually, this was a few years ago, and said, "Oh, we're going to host an Easter egg hunt in the back garden for Flo, which is mine and Bateman's niece." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, cool." I was like, "We're using like the fake eggs or the chocolate eggs." She was like, "Oh, we're going to be using the chocolate eggs." I was like, "Oh, you should not have told me that." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Don't worry." And then when we got there, and my niece was only about 4 at the time, and I just looked at her and went, "Those eggs are mine. I don't care how old you are. I will rugby tackle you to the ground for those chocolate eggs, young lady." And she was like, "No, they're mine." I literally was like, "I will tackle you for that." And I literally, at one point, I literally grabbed hold of her and was like, "These are mine." I was like, "Oh, my brother, obviously, my niece's dad was like, "Are you seriously having a fight with your 4-year-old niece over chocolate eggs?" I was like, 100%. I don't even know why this is even being questioned.
You snooze, you lose, I say.
100%. They've got to learn. Teach them young. That's what I say.
So Crip said, so I'm not the only one who will fight a child.
Yeah, but for me, it would only be for a reason. Like, if there's chocolate eggs involved.
His would be for a reason, because he wanted to be a flower girl.
Oh, yeah.
And his bag of mini eggs is half empty.
Oh, that is a shame.
He just opened it. I just remembered, I have ads set up on my channel. So, what we'll probably just take, like, I'll snooze it for as long as I can, but it's like once an hour. So we'll just take a little break, grab a drink and whatnot when it comes up, and I'll pull up the guinea pigs or something, and I'll play some of our funky music. Too bad Coblett can't have chocolate cut because she's a dog. I mean,
wow.
Can't.
They have special
dog
chocolate
friendly
for dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, they have dog friendly chocolate. But yeah, fuck you, Dem.
Oh!
I can have my dog friendly chocolate.
We have
I gave
funky
a chocolate
music.
cake for a birthday.
I found a playlist of
demolished those
funky
cakes.
music.
Okay.
No, Crip, your reason was good enough. I just forgot what it was.
Thank you for the hydrate, Maggie. Oh, and we all got stop and stretch. Well, that's handy because I think we have got a break coming up soon.
Stretch out the titties.
Yeah, I wanted to use different music for what I use for my streams, which is how come we've got a separate background, separate starting and ending screens. Just because I want to make it as separate as I can from what we do, for what I do.
Poison yourself with Cadbury. I love Cadbury.
Cadbury's
I was
great.
just looking out.
Wait, now this is actually a very good subject. Cadbury or Galaxy? Go.
Cadbury.
Really?
As much as I love Galaxy, I can't eat a lot. Like, one of the big bars of Galaxy, it's very rare that I will finish it.
Wow. I'm shocked because I actually think I'm more of a Galaxy, you know.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, I'm more of a Galaxy girl.
Galaxy, I find, like, it's gonna sound strange, but it gets, like, stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Whereas Cadbury doesn't.
I see what you're saying.
Like, especially
because
the Galaxy that I like is the Galaxy Caramel, and they stopped doing the normal caramel.
No, they haven't. I
can never find it. I can only find the stupid sea salt one.
Oh no, we still get the smooth caramel one, so I'll bring you some.
Yes, please.
It's like the Whisper Gold all over again.
I've seen them everywhere now. I'm still looking out for the Milky Way crispy rolls. If I find any before I see you, I will buy some.
Thank you.
I will also get some of the bounty ones as well, because I know you like bounties.
Oh, love a bounty.
Look, Galaxy is a Mars product, but it's a very rich chocolate, whereas Cadbury stuff is more palatable and less rich. At least Cadbury UK, I know Cadbury US has highest. Yeah, but no offense to them and any other Americans that are watching, but they add sugar and sweetener to everything.
I don't like Hershey's chocolate, I'm sorry.
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Dem was very sweet. He did bring a load of chocolate over, and some of it was Hershey's, and I was like, this is very sweet, Bateman. This is all for you. I'm giving this to you out of the kindness of my heart.
But then what if we add Lindor to the mix?
See, I actually find that too sickly.
I don't like Lindor.
That one I definitely can't eat like a whole
box.
But
I do like
once.
it. Oh, I actually have a little
like
box.
A couple, and then I'll leave it.
I've still got my little box from my stocking filler from Bateman that I need to eat, actually. When they're little ones like that, like the little stocking ones, they're fine. But, yeah.
But then it's the same reason why I like the seashell chocolates, because I can't eat all of them all at once.
Jamie!
Hi, Jamie! Oh, Starry, thank you for your nice comment on my accent.
Oh,
Cute.
That's so sweet.
okay.
Which
we
is
have.
nice
What
because a
accent
lot
do
of the
you
time,
have?
I guess it's just a Southern Pompey accent. I'm guessing.
It's a
It is a mix.
It is a
Hampshire
mix.
accent.
It is definitely a Hampshire accent for sure.
We're going into an ad
yeah.
break.
Okay.
I mean, we can carry on talking and we can just catch people up if they get in. I think most of the people that are here are subbed anyway. Or I
And
can
if you're
just
not,
pull the
you
guinea
should
pigs up
be.
for a couple of minutes. So it's up to you guys. Do you want guinea pigs or... Sub for no ads. Yeah, exactly. Sub for no ads. We're just going to carry on because we're on a roll.
We are on a roll.
All of the... Well, I
think
remember, every one of these will go up on YouTube, and we are also looking at adding them onto Spotify as well.
That's true.
My ex's sister loved the cookies and cream Hershey's. Actually brought some stuff for her family. Oh,
That's cute.
I think that's the only one I've ever tried from Hershey's is the kisses.
Also, thank you for the congrats on the launch, Jamie.
Oh, thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Very
Jamie
sweet.
Is actually, because all of them are here. Jamie, Pesto, and Crip in a Box are the other 3 members of the group Discord. With the other 3 founders of the group Discord. The 8-Bit Bicycle Club. So if you want to stay up to date with myself and everyone else, Discord is where to do it. I mean, technically it was Jamie's Discord first. We just overtook it. But shh, no one needs to know.
We have come and bombarded. This is ours now. I am the captain now.
So you said that you flip off Onyx Storm every time you walk past it. Is it really that? Did it mess you up that bad?
But it's more of like, so obviously I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's more of the ending of 2, which is obviously Iron Flame. It was more of a sad shock ending.
Yeah.
But at least you knew what had happened. So it was like, oh damn. You know, it wasn't so much of a cliffhanger. It was like a oh shit, you know, that type of thing. But this one's very much a what the fuck? Why has that happened? What do you mean that's happened? What, there is so many questions, and now we've got to wait like 2 years for another book. And I'm like, no. Nuh-uh.
When Queenie finished Onyx Storm, she rang me and shouted at me.
It's like, you did this to me. I imagined it like if me and Bateman decide to have a kid and I'm in delivery and I'm looking at him like, you did this to me. That's what it was like for Ginger Squid. When I read Onyx Storm, like, you did this to me.
Obviously, we're trying to get Coblett to read Fourth Thing as well, but she's currently making her way through the Throne of Glass books.
Yes.
I'm struggling, but I'm getting there.
You've got to push. Tower of Dawn is one you have to push through. Like, as good as the storyline is, Hale is an interesting character, and his own storyline through that book is good. It's actually interesting enough. Sarah J. Maas, when she first wrote it, it was meant to be a novella, so it was meant to be like at least half the size of that. But she said when she was writing it, she got too carried away, so she had to go to.
I wish it was half the size.
She had to go to her publishers and be like, yeah, so this is now a full novel. But that's why a lot of people suggest doing the tandem read of that one and the one technically that comes before it, because it just breaks it up so it's easier to read. I recommend reading it that way just because it does make it easier. Dem has the Last Throne book and the last 2 Akatar books. Yeah, the way
You've missed all of the important parts.
the order that you've read them is just weird. Like, you start with ACOTAR, then you go Throne of Glass, and then you go Crescent City. For those that don't know, ACOTAR is A Court of Thorns and Roses. If you like your fairies, you'll like it.
I'm not going to lie, that did actually take me a good, 4 times after I read that to realise what that meant. But I must admit, I am waiting for that moment, because I think Trouty's about 200 or so pages into Onyx Storm. So I'm waiting for that phone call for him to start having a go at me now. So it'll be my turn next.
He'll either phone you or he'll just come on Discord and start
abuse all of us. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, technically speaking, you could start with Throne of Glass because that series came out first. Because she started writing that series when she was 16. And then ACOTAR and then Crescent City. But Crescent City always comes last.
So should I not be reading ACOTAR first?
No, you can read ACOTAR first.
Okay.
With those two series, it doesn't really matter which way round you read them.
They're not related.
Okay.
What do you mean, Oh, fuck's sake. Right, stop the podcast, I'm reading.
When you get towards the end of the series, you'll understand.
Okay.
Chronologically, which is first? Chronologically, in timeline speaking, it's Throne of Glass, then ACOTAR, then Crescent City. Give Coblett her bed. Okay, I'll give her.
Thank you, Bateman.
Looked up a suggested read order and then he agreed first 3 ACOTAR, all of. I mean that is a way to read it.
And that is my future husband, ladies and gentlemen.
Right there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
We're going to get a cake topper that's going to look just like that. I won't be on it.
Please just have that as the cake topper.
Just that.
Congrats, I think.
It's Rocky Tennis. Oh my lord, no. Pesto, no. Oh, bless him.
Just have that as the cake, make his forehead the middle tier.
Oh god.
Oh, I do blame Strange for making you start with Crescent City because that just yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so I'm currently reading Unravel the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, which is the second in that duology. But then I've got Immortal by Sue Lin Tan to read. My to be read list just keeps growing. Like when I saw Coblett last, I got technically 5 books from her.
Cute. Yeah, she very kindly got me a copy of A Court of Thorns and Roses, so that is my read in bed tonight. I'm going to start it tonight.
I might read in bed tonight, actually. Coblett, are you okay?
Yeah, why? I'm comfy in my little bed over here.
I was just about to say, she's probably so chilled in her bed.
Yeah, I'm
she's
fine.
Just like, leave me here. I'm good. No
yeah,
one distract me.
If she could, I bet she'd be doing like little biscuits, like doing the making biscuits.
I
know that's a cat thing, but
if I was quiet, it's because I was spinning round and round trying to get the perfect position to the cushion underneath.
Imagine you spinning on your chair.
I
was spinning around, just trying to get comfy.
If we just hear a bit of a crash in a minute, it's because she's spun too far and fallen off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Queenie is going to start the series. Yeah, we're making her.
Yeah, I finished Onyx Storm now, so
I've inflicted her with Onyx Storm, and now we're inflicting her with basically fairy smut.
Yeah. And now it's my turn to try and convince Bateman to read Fourth Wing.
Yes, I think Bateman will like it. It's got
I
dragons,
actually
it's got
do
violence.
think he will like it as well. And it's got Scottish lore in there as well. And he loves all
of the
that
names
stuff.
are Scottish. They're all I want to say Gaelic.
Yeah, they are Gaelic. So I think he'll like it. So yeah, I'm gonna get him to start reading Fourth Wing.
So
right.
When we're all caught up on the mass books, I wanna have a call. Dem, we'll have to add you to book cord.
Oh yeah. We have set up a book cord. But we only haven't added you yet because you haven't read Fourth Wing yet. That's the only reason. So when you're caught up, let us know. Well, yes, Kev, because you've read Fourth Wing, you donut.
I still love that when I was finishing Onyx Storm, Kev was streaming with Wicker at the time, and I had their stream up, and every time something happened, I would just be straight in the chat, Kevin! Just shouting at him in front of everyone.
Wait, is Coblett in book cord?
Is she?
Is she?
Are you?
Are you in book cord?
I'll have a look after stream. If she is,
oh,
then we'll
you
just add
are.
Dem.
That's naughty because I didn't. Yeah, add Dem now then. Because
okay, I will. Yeah. I will do it now.
Because it started as a 4 support group. I didn't realise it had extended past that. So
yeah, it started as a Fourth Wing support group.
Yeah, 100%.
Is it book cord? There it is. Wait, am I? Damn, I need to there we go. I was gonna say, damn, I need to add you. So thank you, Kev. One of the things that we decided we were going to do on the podcast was we would go through 1 or 2 Am I the Arsehole posts from
I'm ready.
Reddit. I found 2. I couldn't just settle on one. I found 2. One of them is from Reddit and one of them I got from Facebook. So I will read through it and then you can just decide if they are the arsehole or not. So this one is from a day ago. Reddit's already decided whether they are or not. I'm not going to tell you. So it's, am I the arsehole for a text I sent in a group chat whilst in labour? Let's jump into this. I, 29 female, gave birth to my 3rd baby in November. The women in my husband's family, his 2 sisters, our little sister and his mum and I have a group chat where we send pictures of our kids, tell funny stories about our day, and in this case send updates about possible labour. On this particular day in November at 37 weeks plus 5 days, I reached out to inform that this might be the day that my newest baby decides to make his grand entrance. I've been having really strong contractions since 5:30 that morning. Everyone, except my sister-in-law, so the husband's brother's wife, responded with excitement and praying hand emojis. According to the nurses at the hospital, I wasn't dilated enough to be admitted. Despite strong and frequent contractions, this was at noon. I updated the chat. Everyone seemed concerned and asked if I still thought it might be that day. I assured it was most likely going to happen that day, judging from past experiences, but I would go home to labour in comfort. This is where I might be the a-hole. My sister-in-law, who also gave birth to her 3rd baby a couple of months prior, by a C-section, I'm not judging, nor I think of her any less than, just context is key, decided to text how she was glad that I wasn't in real labour, and that it's better that I wait to have the baby another couple of weeks. She then sent a bunch of screenshots and links to articles about false labour and Braxton Hicks. As if I'd never given birth before or experienced pregnancy before. I replied, mid-contraction, not to be bitty, but this isn't my first rodeo and I know how to Google things as well. And yes, I have been checked and they will check again before deciding if I should go home or not. Well, I did go home, only to go back to the hospital a couple of hours later and had my baby at 10:15 that night. Sister-in-law does not reply to me in text and has since unfriended me on Facebook. Not that I really care about that.
Come on.
I just want to know if I was an a-hole for what I said, and in hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have been texting in the group chat whilst in labour. So Reddit, was I an arsehole? Edited to add, I mean to elaborate on the C-section detail, which definitely makes me come across as someone who looks down on her for it, which I do not. Her first baby was a preemie and she had emergency C-section. Her youngest 2 were scheduled. The point I was trying to make was that our experiences with pregnancy and childbirth are completely different, which I could have said without the C-section fact. My apologies. Edited again. A little more information about my sister-in-law and my relationship. She thinks she's the matriarch of the family, even though she won't admit it. We recently moved out of state, only 2 hours away. Long drive, but not as long as they treat it. A few months before I gave birth, and she started cutting us out of the family get-together and even created a whole new group chat without my husband and me. She always shocked at how intelligent my husband is because he went to a community college instead of a university, like she did. I didn't go to college. I saw no point in going into debt. I didn't know what I would go to college for, so I decided to wait. So she often treats me like I'm intelligent. I think the snappy text was probably long in coming, but it was poorly timed and shouldn't have been in a group chat. It was not the first time I had gone off on her in a group chat either. She singled me out a few months prior, questioning my ability to care for my kids by myself while my husband was away for a couple of days. Yes, in the big family group chat, so I snapped back. My husband saw the message before me and said, "I'll let you handle her," as he held me back many times before just to keep peace. Like I said, it was possibly poorly timed, but long in coming. That's
This
it.
They are
They are not the arsehole. I'm sorry, but it's a case of is that clearly this is somebody that's used to getting their way. Nobody wants to speak up, but they get away with speaking to people the way they can give it, they can't take it.
Mm.
And they finally got it, and they've obviously reacted badly. People are tiptoeing around this person. They finally got told to them exactly what they needed to be told, and they obviously didn't like it.
So
So
just
they're not the
some of the
arsehole at all.
comments. I didn't read the comments earlier. So one person said, "I sent almost an identical text to my mother. Unless she's on your medical team, she's got nothing to say about your labour." Another one said, "It's also shitty to tell a mother who is in natural early term labour that her baby would be better off in the womb longer. Like, what would you like her to do about that?" Exactly. Someone then replied, "Shove it back in, apparently."
What?
Someone else
back up there. What are you doing?
Cross her legs.
Sew you up. What are you doing? Get back in there. My
So
God.
I think she was not the arsehole. I think she was perfectly within her right to do what she did. Like,
yeah.
Agreed. She's in a lot of stress anyway.
Having seen both of my sisters go through labour, like, fucking, you can do whatever. Like, I remember when my eldest sister was having her first, she came over at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I remember this because my mum woke me up, and I was like, "Well, what am I gonna do? Support your sister." Okay, so she was like, "I want to watch TV." I was like, "There's nothing on. Here, watch the Hoops," because it was the only thing that was on. And she wanted to go for a walk, so I went with her and her husband, and she was leaning on some woman's fence as she was having a contraction. And this lady came out of her house and was like, "What do you think you're doing on my fence?" And my sister just looked her square in the eyes and was like, "I'm having a fucking contraction. What do you think I'm doing? I'm giving birth to a child." So this woman just kind of backed away and went back into her house. Like, the last thing you do is mess with a pregnant lady in labour. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I don't think that response was in any way wrong. It's not what you needed to hear. They're clearly one of those people that feel that they think that they're doing something good by saying these things to make themselves sound better, when actually they're just being an absolute dick by basically saying, "Keep your child in you, it's better for the child." Like when people say, like, "Oh my God, are you giving them bottles, not breast milk?" Oh my God, that's so bad. Like, it's a load of crap.
I hate that.
I hate people that are like that. Like, it's none of your fucking business.
Sometimes the mums can't.
No, they
Yeah.
can't.
Or they're advised not to.
So I'm just in what Dem said, just clench harder and cork it.
Yeah.
Oh. It's not a wine bottle.
Shut up, Pesto!
Pesto. You can have bitty later.
Oh, no!
Oh.
I'm out! I'm out! That's too far! I'm out! The dog's gone too far. Take the bed away.
Okay. I mean, it's probably time the bed went away anyway.
No, please.
You're on a fluffy rug. Deal with it.
There's an indent from where I've been sat.
Oh, bless her.
Okay, so the second one that I got was from Facebook. And I don't know what the outcome of this one was. I've just literally got what this random page put on, but it was too good for me not to take it. And I think this one will appease and possibly upset Bateman and a couple of others in chat.
Oh, okay.
Am I the asshole because my brother's wife doesn't know the difference between Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones?
No.
So I, male 39, was babysitting my 9-year-old niece for the evening while my brother and his wife, 31, had a date night. We were playing Legos and tea party dress up. I jokingly took one of her rings and said, "My precious," and she didn't get the reference. So I said,
Fair.
you know, like Gollum, Smeagol, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and she didn't get the reference, this shocked me. We're from a very sci-fi and fantasy family. She's a little nerd like me, and we even read comics together. So I made some popcorn and we watched Fellowship of the Ring together. She loved it. She liked the Hobbits, the Elves, Magic Ring. She wanted to see the next one. But it was late, so I put her to bed. Brother and his wife came home. I left. Next morning, I got a phone call. Brother's wife is furious with me. My niece woke up asking to see the next one and asked if the dragons would be in this one, because I said there's no dragons until the prequels. My sister-in-law is freaked out, screaming about how could I be so irresponsible to show her that. I'm confused as hell because we saw the same things at her age. She's yelling at me about sex and incest and heads being cut off. And I'm confused by this and said, "What the hell are you talking about? There's nothing like that in it." Sister-in-law is beside herself, ranting and screaming mad about how I'll never babysit again. My brother gets on the phone and explains that his wife doesn't know the difference between Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. Apparently she doesn't see the difference and he can't explain that to her.
Oh, come
So now they're pissed off at me because she's too ignorant to know the difference between a movie and a TV series, and I might not get to babysit my niece again over it.
Oh,
Oh
no, that
God.
wife is the arsehole. No, she clearly has realised that she has made this massive act, knows she's in the wrong, and now she won't take it back.
Yep.
Because she knows she's fucked up. And she's made a massive scene about it. Oh, my lord. Of the Rings.
When I was like 9 or 10, I watched my first horror film, and I'm pretty sure I watched fucking Chucky. Like...
Oh my god, Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings mix up.
I mean, we all knew there was something there between Legolas and what was the dwarf? I want to say Gimli.
Gimli. That's my favourite.
I think he should kidnap the niece and revoke her mothering privilege. I watched Alien at 3 years old. See?
Oh
We
my
all
God.
turned out fine.
I mean, that's a conversation for another episode, but...
Hang on, Starry's first horror film was The Ring at like 11 or 12.
Ooh. That's a nasty one. I think mine was
no.
Paranormal Activity when I was in
I
school.
laugh at that film. Like, I went to
can
see
now.
the second one in cinema with my sister, right?
Keep talking, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was so evil to her. So we went and watched it in cinema, and everyone else was screaming, and me and her were sat there laughing our asses off because, like, you're being chased by a ghost, you're being dragged down the stairs. Why would you then run up the stairs to be dragged back down?
I know.
Like, why would you do that? So when we got home, she was going up the stairs, and I was hiding under them, and I grabbed her foot as she was running up the stairs.
Well, that's horrible. Pesto!
Hi, Jelly!
Jelly!
Oh, Next thing, she'll be insisting that Thomas the Tank Engine is the same as Snowpiercer because they both have trains and she doesn't want to expose her daughter to class power struggle.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, right. You say that's evil, Starry. We used to share a bedroom and she used to collect porcelain clowns. Even though she was shit scared of them, and some of them she would have to cover with a fucking flannel of a night time. We used to do that all the time. Rip, you know about this.
Oh, what have I come back
Ditsy used
to?
to collect clowns.
Who
But
used
she
to collect-
hated them.
My
What?
sister. This is partially why I don't like clowns, because I would wait. Like we had the biggest bedroom in the house. We lived in a 3-bedroom house growing up. So my eldest sister would have her own room. Me and Jets, Ditsy, we would share a room, and that's how we did it. She went through a phase of deciding she wanted to collect clowns, and it had to be like the porcelain kind of clowns. And there was one that was particularly scary that she used to have to cover up. But every so often she would use it to mess with me, and it's how I don't like clowns. I can't do clowns.
Interesting.
There are some clowns that I'm fine with, like jesters and things like that. But the ones that just look evil, nah.
What about it?
Debatable.
What
If
about
it's
the little
I'd say
cute?
that
evil,
was
I don't want to go near it.
Well, that is
What
probably
about the
the
cute little guy that
evil
Dan put
looking
in?
clown.
Look at his little face.
See, I'm fine
That little
with
guy.
that one. If they're new, I'm fine. Like, I'm not as bad as I used to be. When we used to go out and stuff, if there was clowns in the street, I'd fucking run the other way. I hated them.
I'd rather sleep in a room that had a shelf full of clowns than dolls.
My aunt used to collect porcelain dolls.
No!
When she passed away, she gave me 2 of hers. 2 of which now live in a box in the cupboard because Crip won't let me have them out. It's a little sailor boy and a little sailor girl.
Yeah, no, I'm with Crip on that one.
Crip!
But yeah, my aunt, she had a whole bedroom, like it was her bedroom, but there was porcelain dolls everywhere.
No, that's fucking scary.
But I remember it because her computer also used to be in her bedroom, and when we'd go over there on a weekend to see her and my mum would be sat having sister chat, and me and my sister would be in her bedroom on the PC playing Neopets, arguing over who got to play their Neopets next. I'm just ignoring Crip's comment. I'm convinced Crip has a thing for clowns, and I've refused to dress up as one.
Oh, it's like a fetish?
I don't know.
Oh.
I still have a Neopets account, actually. I logged in the other day and put them all in a hotel.
Nice.
But yeah, the Am I the Arsehole is something we'll do every week. I think
It's
next...
honking.
Oh, God.
He wants to bonk the honking.
No!
So next week it'll either be Queenie or Coblett that find their Am I the Arsehole post, and we'll just keep rotating.
Let's go.
You can find 1 or 2. I also find the Today I Fucked Up one's hilarious. I love those.
Yeah, I might try and find one of those as well for whenever week it's my turn to do it.
One of the best ones I read was someone that they were on the toilet, like they were on the toilet pooping, and they had to sneeze. And they had to sneeze mid-wipe, so they ended up using the same tissue to sneeze into.
No. No.
The comments were just like, you win, but no.
No. But very quickly going back to Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
Yes.
Of a very quick story I'd like to share on stream, and Dem can confirm this story, and Bateman's going to kill me for saying it. This is probably, well, I'd like to think, the one and only time Bateman has ever lied directly to my face, right?
Okay.
Because we'd been watching Lord of the Rings, and I loved it. I really did get into it, right? And I obviously fell in love with Gimli and the dwarfs because I was like, oh, they're my people, right? I understand what they're going through, right?
Yep.
Being only 5'1". So I was really attached to Gimli. And then obviously Bateman was like, well, then we've got to watch the Hobbits. I think you'll love them even more, right?
Yeah.
And then we started watching the Hobbits, and we watched the first one. And yes, I became obsessed, especially with Thorin Oakenshield. Because not only is he fit,
yes,
but he's also just a lovable character, right? And it was, oh yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah, thank you, Dan. I mean, the films have been out for years, but thank you anyway. But so if you haven't seen it, tough. It's been out for years. You should have seen it.
Oh, sorry,
now.
Kev. I didn't see the give Coblett her bed. There you go. She has her
Make
bed.
me comfy.
Be comfy on the bed that I drew you.
Ass is getting numb.
Hello, EJ. Welcome in.
Hi, EJ.
Hi, EJ.
So anyway, long story short, when we were watching Lord of the Rings, I looked at Bateman and I said, please tell me Gimli doesn't die. I have to know, because I need to prepare myself if Gimli dies, right?
Oh, no.
And he goes, no, you're fine. Gimli doesn't die. I was like, okay. We watched it. Obviously, he lives. We were about to start watching the second and third film. And I said, please tell me that none of the hobbits die. Because if they do, I need to prepare myself. So please tell me now, do any of them die? And he literally lies directly to my face and goes, sorry, the dwarfs, of course. Yes, because I'm saying Hobbit films. All right, Bateman.
Get your facts right.
I know I should have got my facts right. Obviously, the dwarfs. Obviously, there's only the one Hobbit, obviously. And I said, does Thorin or any of the other dwarfs die? Because I'm going to have to prepare myself if they do, because I love them. And he looked me dead in the eye and went, no, darling, I promise you none of them die. It's like a kid's book that it's based on, so he hasn't killed any of them off. I was like, okay, cool. So I was sat there watching the two films, like, oh, it's all good. None of them's going to die. It's all great. Watched the third film, got to the end of it, and I was like, you lied to my fucking face. I cannot believe you actually lied to me.
That fight fucking killed me because the Killian Philly, they were the two dwarfs
the
that
brothers.
I absolutely loved.
Oh, loved the brothers.
I loved them, and when that no.
So when all that happened, and then when Thorin died, my heart broke in two. For not only the fact that he died, but Bateman had also lied to my face. So I was so unprepared that I was traumatized, and I was like, I can never trust you again. I don't know if we can go on. I think our relationship has ended here. How can I ever trust you again? No, I was being genuine as well. He really thought I was going to break up with him because he'd lied to my face. He messaged them, and when he'd lied to my face, he messaged them and went, Dem, I fucked up. I've lied to Queenie and told her none of the dwarfs die in the Hobbit film. He went, oh, you didn't. So Dem knew it was coming. And then I remember, I think Bateman messaged him like, yeah, she's fucking fuming. She won't talk to me. I literally stormed out of the living room and didn't talk to him for over an hour.
You love silent treatment.
At one point, I was like, make your own fucking dinner. But sorry to rant on. That was just my little Lord of the Rings Hobbit story.
No, it's fine. You were grieving for your people.
100%.
Mhm.
That was like the most important people of my race, and Bateman had lied to my face about them.
Disgusting behaviour. He has
Disgusting.
got a point though. He said you still accepted the ring.
Yeah.
My precious. But it's the one ring. It's the only ring I've ever been given. So I had to accept the precious. But then you say that the same day, again, Lord of the Rings related, we go and pick up my engagement ring, and then we walk past the Lego store, and then he sees, I think it was Mordor, in a whole massive set of Lego, and he was like, oh, I must have that. And it ends up being the exact same price as my ring. And he goes, Queenie, if I could just have that ring back for a moment. I was like, don't you even think about returning my ring so you can buy that Lego set. The cheek. So he did actually almost try and return it for Lego. The cheek.
Something Pesto would do.
Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, I feel like I've been talking too much.
No. Dari, I am the worst. I get so attached to characters. Books, TV series, films, like, yeah. Just ask Crip. The amount of times he's walked into the bedroom and I'm sat there crying over a book. I think the first time I cried over a book was, I think it was when I was in primary school. Does anyone else remember the Animal Ark books?
No.
There was one
Don't
about
think so.
a foal. I can't remember. But it was one of the Animal Ark books. It was like for pre-teens. And I was reading it at home because obviously I was living at home at the time. And I was sat on my bed and my sister walks past and looks at me. Are you okay? And tears are just streaming down my face because this baby horse died.
Oh.
Spoilers. I was going to read that next week.
I mean, I can't remember what the author's name was or anything, but it was, the series is called Animal Ark, and it's about, I think it's like about a family of vets or something, and each book in the series follows a different type, like a different animal. Oh, is it
really
bad? I want to get them for my nieces.
Start them young.
Yeah.
Oh, Coblett, you haven't seen the amount of books all four of my nieces have. Like, I got Poppy and Lily hooked into reading when they were barely 1. Like, they have too many books now. Poppy read the Harry Potter books when she was 5 or 6. She had her parents read it to her, and then she was obsessed with them. Like, I gave her my copies that I had. And Libby and Willow, they're turning 2 on Monday, and they have more books than I do. Like, Jess has to have their books on rotation so they get to read them all.
Bless her. Yeah, I know my niece has got a few books, but my nan's been more of the influence for my niece for reading books rather than me. Because, God, I dread to think how many books my nan's read.
More books than you, that's a fucking lie. I mean, I know their books are a lot thinner, so it's possible. They don't have like 700-page books to read.
That's a fair point.
Imagine a 700-page child, like a book for a 2-year-old. 700-page book.
I mean, if it was just pictures, I would absolutely demolish that. That would be amazing.
No, a 700-page book written in rhyme. As all kids' books are.
That would just drive me insane.
It'd be horrific.
At least your surname's not named after an elephant. Bloody Dr. Seuss.
You have 3 shelves of books in 3 walls of the bedroom and the shelves in the hall. I mean, yeah. But I still have room for more. Look. Wicker's gonna watch this back and he's gonna hear this, but I don't have as many books as Wicker. Wicker has a lot more books than I do.
Yeah,
Wicker
he does have a lot of books.
I think Wicker has as many as classed as a library.
No, he's about 300 odd off.
Oh, I thought the comic books counted though.
Oh no, he wasn't counting them,
Yeah.
but if you included the comics, he has his own library.
Yeah.
You can move quick.
That's a good point
like he uses it.
Oh! Shots fired! Everyone take cover!
What can I say? I like my books. I mean, that is
Everyone
part of the
has their
reason why I made you all go to the library in Oxford.
I mean, that is a fair point.
Oh, is 1,000 enough for I think 1,000 is the minimum requirement for a library. Otherwise, it's just a personal collection. Yeah,
We'll do a quick Google. So
Stop and stretch.
minimum.
Well, while you do the Google, I'll tell everyone about our
size.
little trip to Oxford. So we
No,
went...
I don't.
What?
In books, not in the fucking square meters. Google. Yeah, 1,000. Generally, a collection over 1,000 books is considered to be a library.
Apparently, Dem's a library.
Yeah,
comics, I recently became a library.
Yeah,
Not
I can imagine.
Has a library. He became the library.
would be one with
I'm
the
now
library.
one with the library. Don't call me a librarian. I'm the actual library.
Oh,
Take a book from me.
A couple of weeks ago, we all met up because Queenie and Bateman had to do some wedding stuff and stuff. So we went to Oxford. And I was like, oh, while we're there, stuff. While we're there, can we, go to the Bodleian Library because it's like right there, and I've always wanted to go, and you can do a half-hour tour for a tenner. Like, yeah, okay, we'll do that. So we booked our tickets and stuff. Skipping over the fact that I had an anxiety attack because I felt like I was forcing everyone to do it and that.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, we already bought these tickets like 3-4 weeks ago.
We were sat.
Why is she panicking now?
And I was just like full on panicking because I thought everyone was just doing it because I asked them to, and no one actually wanted to do it.
If I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, forgetting that all of you also read and are very much into like Harry Potter and stuff, and that's what they filmed there. And yeah, if you're ever in Oxford and you ever get the chance, I highly recommend doing the tour because it is just absolutely stunning.
I think it was £10 for half an hour.
Yeah, £10 for half an hour, or they do longer ones that include the second library. So I think it's the Western Library on the other side. So you go out to that library and then go back in. Yes, and the cool Harry Potter books that they have. I did look into that pesto, and they're not printing anymore. They only did the first 3. Which is sad, but I now need to get the other 2.
Yeah.
Oh. No, the girls in my book group, literally the day before we went, they were all talking about it, and they said they only ever did the first 3. As far as I'm aware, they're not doing any more as podcast ever. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You'll be removed off the guest list then.
Yep, take his name off.
Do you not want to be a guest? I've got the guest list here in front of me. I can just cross you off.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kicked out.
I've got like a whole notepad just for the podcast. Oh. So, one of the segments that we want to do, obviously we couldn't set it up for this week. We're going to do, hopefully people will do it for next week. So, we're going to do like a viewer advice segment. So, we're going to ask you all if you've got anything in life that you want advice or whatever on. If you can either put it in our Discord, I'll make a dedicated channel for it, or if you want to be anonymous, you can DM it to me, and I won't use names at all. But if you have anything, you've got a week to get it to us, and then we'll go through it all next podcast. But yeah, it can be absolutely anything from work to life. Coblett, I'll let you do that one. Hi, Honey Badger. Welcome
Oi.
in.
Oi!
If we do post spoilers in the book cord, then we'll use the spoiler tags. I think you can do that in private messages.
I was just about to say, I think the very first 2 or 3 posts were, but that was ages ago. So Den would have to scroll massive back to find it, so he's fine.
And then no context spoilers as well. So
yeah.
Show them a German Shepherd. Honey Badger. I like every dog. You know this. You can't trick me with other dogs.
Anything that anyone would like advice or anything on, then feel free to reach out and we can help give you advice. It could even be from crafty projects and stuff.
Well, then that's your own fault, Dem.
Yeah.
I take no blame in that. You joined at your own risk.
One thing I forgot to announce earlier, when we were talking about current craft projects and that, I am going to be opening commissions and start selling my crochet soon, my Ammies. I'm looking into what platform to do it on. But so if you want your own Cthulhu or whatever, I'm currently getting a list of all of the patterns and stuff that I've got. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to start selling my crochet stuff because I've had so many people tell me I should sell them. I thought probably should actually.
I completely agree.
The hard part is going to be working out prices. That's something I suck at doing, is accurately pricing my craft.
I'll do that.
If you're happy
I'm more than happy to. Well, I work with price margins all day for the orders, so I'm used to doing all that all day long. So I'm like,
cool. So I'll just tell you roughly how long it takes me. I'll tell you roughly how long it takes me to make each one, and then I'll let you work out the prices. Yeah. I'm hoping to have it up and running by the summer, but I can't make promises. Just announcements will come on the Discord, and I have Blue Sky as well. So just shameless bit of self promo.
No, do it. That's why I was like, buy her cool shit.
Buy her cool shit. Oh, I need to show Kev the dinosaur.
Yes, you do, because the dino is fucking awesome.
Where's Kevin? I'll show Kevin the T-Rex.
Rawr.
Rawr. Kev, check your DMs. I sent you a picture of something. I did send it to Kev, didn't I? Not someone else. No, I did.
I mean, even if you did, it would just be a little guy.
Pesto said he needs advice on what to stream next.
Oh, I'm
Hot
actually...
Sorry.
I mean, you could actually, because I jokingly said that to Trouty to do a hot tub stream, and he ended up doing one in the bath. He obviously had swim shorts on, so you could do a bath stream, but just class it as a hot tub stream. Do you guys have a bath?
We do.
There you go. That works perfectly, Pesto. There you go. You're welcome for the advice.
I think Garden of Ban.
You got what?
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 It's a game, Garden of Ban.
I will say one of the best games that we watched Bateman do was the Five Nights at Freddy's games.
I think Pesto's done all of them.
Oh,
he's done most of them. He did start
should do all
Sister
the Lego
Location
games.
Oh God, that would because he's an achievement hunter. It would take him forever.
I was going to say every Lego game there is a lot of them.
Okay, you should do Lego Star Wars then.
Oh,
But it depends if Lego games are a little long. Depends if you want something like
True.
horror themed. I should get
do the
Pesto on
baby in yellow.
Forewarned. Oh yeah, do Baby in Yellow. I've seen clips
Do
of
baby in yellow. That was so funny watching Bateman play that game.
I do like the spooks.
Yeah, I'm just looking through my library of ones. Yeah, so Baby in Yellow is a very good one to do for spooks.
I wrote all of my horror games out when I was doing Booptober prep for last year. Should really get a start on that soon, actually. Spooky games.
I was actually gonna suggest, if Pesto was down, us doing like a fear therapy session.
I want to, but I don't know if I'll regret it.
Because I think you can have up to
do Silent Hill.
5. Oh,
do Silent Hill.
Yeah,
play Fog Simulator. You'll get all of the legs.
Leggies!
I'm having so
Ellie
much
loves
fun
the
watching
legs.
Jelly play Silent Hill at the moment.
They do love the legs.
And the secret horse.
Not the horse.
Secret haunts.
The haunts.
The haunts.
Mortuary's
Big Fred
Assistant
Hunt.
is also a very
He's
good
done
game.
that one.
Oh,
He has done that one.
He's done that
Right.
one. Oh, there you go, Pesto. You got a load of recommendations. Do Silent Hill. Play with those legs. Actually, if you want a cutesy horror, you've got the Doki Doki Literature Club. That's a cutesy anime horror. Or you could do the ones that Bateman's doing at the moment. I feel like Pesto would be good
the
at
dark
those.
picture ones. Those are pretty good, yeah. I think what I would advise is for him to start with The Quarry, and then if he likes it, then get the full season, like Bateman did, of the dark pictures.
What you could do, Pesto, is put a thread up in the Discord and get people to post their recommendations. Then you've got a list of ones that you can go back to. Because then you can be like, oh, I finished that game. Let's consult the list and see what other ones we've got. You should play Sims.
That is not a horror game. Oh, let's talk about horror games. Sims. To be fair, Sims 1 was quite scary. When you get robbed in the night, that is quite scary.
I was watching Wicker stream yesterday, and he got robbed, and he was like, "I'm getting back gold." Oh, yeah. Make sure you know your audience triggers for Doki. Doki is I can't watch. I'm yet to watch it. You could do all of the observation duties. Those are quite good. I need to rethink my Booptober plans because obviously where Crip's out of the house 5 days a week, he can't join me. Unless I give him the weekends to stream on. So, because we can't do the
Crash Bandicoot, done.
Crash Bandicoot.
That's what you should stream next.
Crash Banuka.
Do the Crash Banuka games.
Watch or the Spyro.
Absolutely, or Spyro. Watch him absolutely suffer.
We could get a death counter going and see if he dies more than
Bateman.
More than Bateman did.
I think he nearly hit 700 for Crash 4.
Jelly beans would like to see the piggies. Okay. Piggies! Oh, for goodness sake. Come on. The last one doesn't want it. There we go. So we can't do the viewer advice one because unless anyone wants to put their things in chat, for anything they want advice on. Piggies! We're gonna do Queenie's questions where everyone can ask Queenie questions.
Oh God. I can already see this going terribly badly.
Do you have a limit on the type of question?
No. The more fucked up, the better.
Don't say that.
Don't say that, because you know the type of people that we've got in our chat at the moment.
They'll be like, challenge accepted.
Bateman says, Queenie, can I have a drink?
Yeah, the kitchen's right next to you.
Oh, bye,
have a good night, Starry.
Bye, Starry.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Bateman.
Dog bed.
I mean, that would explain a lot. Being only 5'1". I mean, it could have been that I spent too much time in the bath. There was actually one point where we were visiting my aunt, and me and my brother were sort of play fighting while we were out on a walk, and he accidentally pushed me a bit too hard, and I tumbled down the hill and fell into a stinging nettle bush.
Oh!
And so I was covered head to toe in stinging nettles. So my mum obviously just chucked me in a bath. But every time I stood up, obviously as soon as the water came off, every bit of them stung. So I was in that bath for 4 hours because I just didn't want to move.
That's what it was then.
If you're doing NSFW questions, please make sure they're still within the TOS.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Otherwise,
I should have made that clear.
I will not hesitate to ban you. If not, sorry, setting boundaries.
Oh.
The terms of service.
I'm ignoring Jelly Bean's question.
Oh, what was it? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh, I did that perfectly.
That was
if you want to know the answer, Crip knows it.
Go on, Crip. You may answer that one for me. There you go. Asking Queenie to get you a drink while she's the one streaming is totally on brand for Bateman. It really is, though. Because whenever Bateman's streaming, if I go to get myself a drink, I obviously always go and top up his drink. But he hasn't once come in to top up my drink. And we've been live for a good hour and a half now.
Not the egg, Bateman.
So rude. Maybe this is why he didn't want me to stream anymore.
Maybe.
Is Bateman the asshole? Yes. Oh no, Bateman's here with a beverage.
And you just called him an asshole.
I did. Wait.
What are you talking about, me?
Never. I would never. Thank you for the beverage.
That's a loud pour.
That was a loud pour. I'm so sorry, chat. Thank you, my love. That would be lovely.
I'm
Bateman.
I'm Bateman. That's literally all he says. But when we get married, am I going to have to start saying that as well?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
I should drink it in front of you. He would.
I have a question for you.
Oh, yes, please.
This is kind of like, it's not deep, but it could be a semi-deep one. What is the best or one of the best things that has happened to you?
Bateman.
Aww.
That
Yeah,
is
you
just
should've-
straight up easy
I should have
answer.
said not Bateman.
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about that one. It is the obvious answer. Fuck, why am I crying?
Oh no, I didn't
God.
make you cry.
Oh, look what you've done. Oh God.
Well, no, because obviously, I was living on my own in a bed sit, like, was having no life at all. Didn't really have many friends apart from Trouty. I'd been fucked over by a lot of people. I was at quite a low point, and then Bateman just kind of came out of nowhere and completely changed my life around, sort of dragged me away to Wales and gave me this
Aw.
whole new life. And yeah, so that
I
is
know it.
100% the best thing that ever happened to me was him.
That's so sweet. I'm gonna be crying at your wedding. I know it.
I'm gonna be a wreck at my wedding.
We need to make sure we've got the good mascara.
That's up.
Gay. But very
Yay!
came out of nowhere. You rated me.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, obviously, because I
Yeah.
just went and typed in Spyro on Twitch, and you were just there.
One
there
of
was
the
obviously
many that she
very-
could have.
Well, no, because I was just about to say, because it was a Sunday afternoon, and Spyro's obviously not a very big played game on Twitch randomly.
Mm.
I think Bateman and only one other person was playing, but Bateman was the only one that had video cam. So I raided into him, and then that it just became that I raided him every Sunday when we were both playing Spyro. That's kind of how it started.
Cute.
And then that one moment, I think I actually just told you girls recently, when he raided Trouty, and I was like, "Oh, he's American." And
Yeah.
Bateman was like, "No, I'm not. I live in Wales." I was like, "Oh, hello." And Trouty's like, "No, down go. No, down." Like that with the spray. So yeah,
Oh.
it is still so crazy to think if I'd not raided, where would I be? If I'd not raided Bateman that day, if I had just raided someone that I already followed.
Well, that's the thing. That's like something that I try and do is try and find new people to raid as well. Obviously, if I can't find anyone, then I'll raid someone I already follow. But I actually raided someone new the other day. They're quite nice.
Yeah.
I have another question, but I want to aim this at everyone. If you could say something to your younger self and give your younger self some advice, what would it be?
How young? Like, how young are we talking?
Pre-teenage. Like, you're just about to go into your teenage years.
Good luck.
I mean, she's honest and to the point. I love it.
Oh my god, Bateman's will
Oh
get
my
divorced
God.
faster.
Well, wouldn't it just
God.
be not get married to her in the first place? I love how he's still thinking, oh, but I would have still married her though. I know it's going to sound really random, but for me, it would have been not to have squandered all of my inheritance. But the thing is, I was 18 with a lot of money, and I didn't know how to. I literally had no other income, and I didn't know how to spend it wisely. So that's the only thing that I regret. That I wish I could go back and change.
That's fair.
But yeah, other
Don't
than
blow
that,
the money.
don't blow all of my inheritance.
Oh, we've got, what have we got? Someone would go back and buy Apple stocks.
I'd probably
Yeah,
buy
of
a
course,
house
Beans would
for,
say
like,
that.
I'd buy a house for about 15 grand.
Honey
I reckon.
Badger would buy as much Bitcoin as possible and don't install Tinder. Oh, I think, like, looking back on it, if I was to give my younger self advice, it would just. It sounds really cliche, but it would just be keep going. Because growing up, I had a pretty good childhood, and I had a pretty good life. I have a pretty good life. But when I was in sixth form, I also became a secondary carer to my sister. So a lot of things that all of my friends were doing, I couldn't do. And I was still a carer for her whilst I was at uni as well. And obviously that had effect on some of my grades and stuff. So it was, I was known as, from all of the teachers and stuff in my sixth form, they called me the bounce back kid. Because no matter how many times I got pushed down, no matter how many times I failed exams and stuff, I would always come back. And I think it would just simply be just keep going. Things do get better, you just have to keep pushing through it. Good night, Maggie.
Night, Maggie.
Good night, Maggie.
I don't know. That
was a good question, though.
Yeah. I feel like that I've brought it down a bit now.
No,
Pineapple
not
or
at all.
pizza, yes or no?
No!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And if anyone tells me otherwise, they're wrong.
Honey Badger asked, what is the worst thing you have stepped on? Probably either a plug or Lego.
I think glass for me.
Ooh.
Dog shit for me.
I was waiting for someone to say shit.
Barefoot, I have to add.
Oh no!
Through the toes as well.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Wait, how does Coblett know?
I just guessed, to be honest. She said barefoot, and where else is it gonna go? It's gotta go through your toes.
Our old family dog, Gracie, I loved her to pieces. Absolutely fantastic dog. She was King Charles. But she was a rescue dog. She was used as a breeding bitch.
Right.
So she didn't have much sense of space, and she was blind and deaf. And if you missed like the 3-second window where she was asking to go out, then you're fucked. And it was always overnight, so I had to leave my bedroom door open, and sometimes she accidentally shut the door, and it was not nice.
Oh, bless her.
She lived until she was 15 though, which is a damn good age for King Charles.
That's a very good age.
That is my dream dog.
What, King Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gorgeous. So many health problems though.
I know.
Go on, give us more questions. Why do we fall down, Squid? Because life's shit, Dem. Because life's shit.
Or I've
Why do
drank
we
too
fall
much.
down? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what if you like trip over like a curb?
Oh, I did that a lot as a kid.
My mum got fed up maybe on a banana peel.
My mum got fed up of patching my school trousers because I fell over so much.
I literally once saw, when I was walking to school, saw my friend on the other side of the road, so I turned my head to wave at them, and then as soon as I turned my head back, boom, lamppost. Smash right into it.
Yes, Crip, that's because I have bad coordination. And it's normally something in your office.
And
or the bed frame.
Immediately Crip's fault.
Yes, the stuff in the office. That hasn't moved, is it? Shut up. Oh.
Okay. I have a question.
Go on.
for you two and the chat.
Okay.
If you were to suddenly come into a huge amount of money tomorrow that you could buy anything with, what would be the first thing you'd buy?
Hmm.
A house for me, and then a house for my sister.
I'd either buy a house or I would help my parents pay off their debt so they could live more comfortably.
Actually, no, I changed mine. I would buy a plot of land, and then I would build a little like community of houses for my family and for Crip's family.
Yeah, sorry, Honey Badger. I'll rephrase my question. You got an infinite amount of money tomorrow and you could buy one thing. What's the one thing you're buying? There you go. That will make it a bit easier. Jelly's buying a kebab. Bateman's
Do you know
buying
what
us a house.
I
Nice.
the kebab sounds really nice, actually.
It does. We're all talking about houses. I'm like, but the kebab though. Sounds
Oh,
lush.
two kebabs.
But it has to be a kebab from Chippy Alley in Cardiff. Because those kebabs were like amazing.
Honey Badger, you have an infinite amount of money. Why do you need the lottery?
No, Crip, you can't put a budget proposal together.
He's gonna start a fucking spreadsheet.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's already got Excel open. I can guarantee it.
Tony's, that's it. Tony's is where we used to get the kebabs from.
No,
Tony's
see
down Chippy Alley.
the one we need to get when we're all back in my hometown for the wedding is go to Sharin's. That is the best kebab place ever. Oh,
Okay, so wedding night kebabs, yeah?
yes, 100%.
Sick. Oh, Starry has a recommendation for a chippy, by the way, when we're down.
What, in Pompey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, give me. Love Chippy.
You said we could only buy one thing. I'd much prefer to be able to provide a stable passive income for me and Squid. Aww.
Gay.
I mean,
it's just my response to anything cute.
Say it first, so
yeah, that's true. I don't mean it's actually gay. I just want to clarify.
Well, no, because I never said that you would guarantee to win the lottery. You would just buy a lottery ticket. That'd be the one thing you would buy with your infinite money for the day.
Jelly's off to get a kebab.
Luck, Jelly.
She's off to get a kebab.
She said that shiny. We're going to Cardiff. I want a kebab.
Get in the car. We're off. These
Infinite
bitches have
money
made me
every
hungry.
I've got leftover stew downstairs if I want it. Or
no, I never said every day. I should have worded this question better. This is why it's Queenie's questions from everybody else. Wicca!
Thank you for the Wicca raid! The raccoons have landed. Oh, invaded. Where did I get landed from?
Landed? Are they falling from the sky?
Yes. We have to catch them all!
They are not Pokemon!
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, right?
Landed.
Pesto's not there.
Hi, cuties! Hi, Wicca! Wicca, if you need to eat, sleep, whatever you need to do, please do de-stream
if
you must. If you need to. Yeah, get a kebab. We've been talking about kebabs. Jenny mentioned she'd buy a kebab as the first thing if she got infinite money, and now we're just like, ooh, kebab. If you're not already following Wicca, go and follow Wicca. Absolutely amazing.
Or
so
else.
Friendly. We will set Coblett on you.
Yeah.
We'll set the adorable Coblett dog on you.
I love how you're saying that, and I was about to say we'll release the bitch on you.
Whoa! True then.
Okay, we've got an ad
I will
coming
attack
in.
your ankles. Or bite your ankles.
If you don't want to see the ads, then subscribe, because we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, deal with it, bitch.
Yep, there you go, Crip. You can do that. You can buy a majority controlling stake in a large company. Yeah, I know, 100%. That's your one thing you've bought. Beautiful.
I
Period.
love it.
Yes, income.
Income.
Yes, Queen, financially stable.
Oh, I can now afford things. I can buy Fredo.
Yes, because Fredo. Right, let's talk about that because that is a very good topic. Fredos now are fucking ridiculous. They were 5p when I was a kid. 5p. What do they average now? Let's go to the Google.
I think it's
reckon
about
it's
25 or 35.
No, it's higher than that. I think you'll find now it's average. Yeah, so they started at average. They started at 5p. I mean, to be fair, you can rarely buy them as the single. It's 30p for a Freddo now.
Ooh. But right, I'll tell you this:
Disgusting!
when we went to Jelly's wedding last year, we popped into a shop, and we were able to buy. Coblett will know what shop. We got a bag of at least 10 Freddos for £1.
Yes.
Nice.
We got like
See, that
two,
makes
two
it
or three
feasible.
of those.
Yeah, see, I'll only buy them in a multi-pack because then it feels like they were actually worth paying for.
Oh, because we went there to get Cadbury misshapes, but they didn't have any misshapes. So instead we bought Freddos. And they were the caramel Freddos as well.
Do you know that Gunwolf in Portsmouth has the Cadbury shop?
Yes, I did, because I want to go there before we get the coach going home again. At some point when we're down that way.
Yeah, I think we were going to probably pop into Gunwolf
You
on
can't
our first day.
Give yourself your own bed.
Please.
Please, my
Please,
legs
it's
are
so cozy.
sore. My butt is so
Fine,
numb.
have your bed.
Please. Thank you.
That's so funny. She just redeemed her own bed.
I'm keeping those points then. You're not getting them back.
You bitch! No! Give me my points back. It's fine. I've got 32,000. I can keep going.
I was watching Jelly stream this morning, and I've got something like 85,000 points.
Jesus.
Have you girls not? Have I not told you how many I've got on Bateman's?
No.
Oh no.
Have a guess. This will be interesting.
Oh, it's got to be over the 100,000.
I was gonna say over 100,000.
Is that? Do a genuine guess.
Okay.
Each.
150,000.
150. Okay, Coblett.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna have to go 200,000 now, though.
200,000. Okay. Well, you're both completely wrong. Just gonna check what it was. As a 411.6 thousand.
Jeez.
So basically 410,000 channel points on Bateman's.
Oh.
1.4 million.
Whenever
dedication.
I want a killer
You need to
redeem
get
now,
out more.
whenever I want a killer redeem, I'm gonna ask you to do it now.
Yeah, that's fine. Do it. That's why I kept saying to Kev, because Kev was always like, "Oh, I'm so short of points." I was like, "Kev, I've got you. What do you want?" I may not be able to give you money, but I can give you my channel points.
It's one of the beauties of having a partner that does streaming is you can send their streams into chaos. Because I used to do it to Crick when he was streaming. He would do Kerbal Space Program, and he had one of his channel points set up to crash and burn. So whatever he was doing would crash and explode, and I kept redeeming it. So he'd spend like 2 hours building a spaceship, and I'd just be like, crash and burn.
Crash and burn it to the ground.
Oh,
1.4 million, Dem, that's excessive.
yeah, you should have added a cooldown to it, Crip. 1.4 mil, that's mental.
But if
How
I'm
long has she
keeping
been
my
streaming
32k now.
for?
Hmm.
How long have you been watching her stream? Because obviously I've been watching Bateman stream now for 2 years. And I've been there practically every single stream. And I'm not even close to that.
If he's subbed as well, then that'll increase the amount he gets. Oh, look, I've got me open twice. Because I was lurking in Wickers.
Ooh, because that's outrageous.
Oh.
Well, obviously, I'm assuming that he obviously refunds a lot of his own points because I know he's obviously a mod there.
Not that
But
mods do
even
that at all,
still,
no.
mods never do that. What do you mean?
No, we don't do that.
Never do that.
Okay.
Well, I was going to, and then Squid completed all the things, so now I can't.
Well, you did redeem your own bed, so
Yeah, my ass was numb. I wanted to be comfy.
I mean, it's a good job. I like how cute that bed is.
I just feel like it adds to the coziness of the room.
it does.
Oh, yeah. It could, maybe Dem doesn't spend his points on doodles.
Yeah, but I spend points and then I just refund myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Not always. I don't every time. Actually, no, to be fair, I don't actually a lot of the time.
I do. I mean, what? I don't do that. No.
What? No.
Never.
Oh, actually, what Dem put was funny. I do remember that.
One of my favourite games was Kev's restricting game action, and after he was done with the Phasmo match as only survivor, I redeemed that he wasn't allowed to press the truck button.
Yep.
To be fair, Pesto's got a redeem like that, but it's like redeem an IRL word, and there's another one similar. So Coblett and I have teamed up many a times to say he can't say any kind of swear or curse, but he also
Beautiful.
And then Coblett bans like one word that she knows he'll use instead.
He uses Jesus a lot.
Yeah, he does. You're
So-
right.
She'll ban that word and I'll ban every other word.
And if he says the word, he has to reset his timer and start again.
It's so much fun. Oh, I'm a little chaos gremlin, I swear.
But I do like that both Wicker and Kev do have redeems where it's ban in-game actions. Because for Wicker, I've done it before where he can't move on certain games.
Oh no, that's cruel.
It is cruel. Someone did it once when we were about to go into a DBD game, and someone said that he wasn't able to heal anyone.
Oh no!
That was cruel. And then one where he couldn't do any gens, and then one when he couldn't unhook anyone. So Wicker was just like, "Oh my god, I can't do anything!" And then I tried to get Kev because he was doing Minecraft. And so I thought it was about to become nighttime, so all the, creepers and zombies were about to come out. So I redeemed no moving. So I was like, I'm going to get Kev killed. And so he obviously stopped because he was like, "Oh, Queenie, I see your game." And then he just whips out of bed and sleeps on the bed. I was like, damn it! My plan has been foiled. Oh, I was so annoyed. I really thought I'd got him on that one.
And no moving allowed me to make some really friendly killers.
That's true, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I have one final question for you two before we wrap up, because I've just looked at the time and realised Crip's got to go to bed.
Yeah, of course.
If you could live in any fictional universe, be it TV, film, book, comic, whatever, which would it be? And people in chat, you can answer that one as well. Actually, I'm curious.
Do you want to go first, Queenie?
I actually don't know.
Mine would probably be the Akatar world. Just so I can meet the Bat Boys.
Bat Boy. Yeah, but there's no guarantee you'd beat them. You'd just be in that world.
Yeah, but the world just seems really pretty from how I've imagined it and how other people have drawn it. All of the different courts seem really pretty. It just seems like fun because I'm a big fan of fantasy and magic. Like in every game that I play where I have a choice of kind of what power I get to have, I always choose like an elf or a mage or anything like that. Wizard or witch, I guess.
Wizard!
Anything. Wizard! Yeah, that's probably what I would choose.
What about you, Queenie?
Mortuary assistant. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, Wicker said Hunger Games, so...
No!
No.
Well, no, he said Pokemon to start with, and I would actually agree with that. Pokemon would be quite cool.
That would be really cute.
Oh God, that's such a good question, but I have no idea.
Dem said the Purge.
The Purge universe. It would actually be really cool. I know this sounds a bit weird because it's really going back in time, but the Witcher universe would be really cool just because some of the scenery is stunning.
No, I get that.
So, like, going up to Kaer Morhen and stuff would be so cool to see in real life. So, yeah, probably the Witcher universe would be really cool. But I don't know if I could do it full time. I'd just like to go and spend a couple of days there.
So, like,
you want a holiday in the Witcher.
I just want a holiday
to the Witcher.
Yeah, 100%. Otherwise, I probably would end up in Mortuary's Assist. Or Middle Earth. Something like that would be cool.
Middle Earth.
Yeah, see, I was also thinking Fables, so sort of along those like something medieval. Yeah, would be really cool.
I sat here like looking at all of my books. I'm like, see, all of them have really cool worlds, but they also have like an enemy that is a giant pain in the ass.
I was trying not to think about that with the Akatar one.
Yeah, but it's like I thought, oh, I could pick like the House of Night books because I always at one point
that would be cool.
I went to a Halloween party once as a House of Night vampire, and then I thought, no, because of Nefret and all of the shit that she does. And I thought, oh, but what about Mortal Instruments? I'm like, no, because there's weird shit that happens in that one as well. But I will say, I cosplayed as a Mortal Instruments person once, and I fucking slayed that look. I looked amazing. I will have to find the picture and send it to you both.
Yes, please. Pixar, it didn't happen.
It involves me going back like 10 years plus on my Facebook. See, I'd be tempted to say the Throne of Glass world.
That is tempting, actually.
Because, yes, okay, there's like bad guys and stuff. It's one of the lesser ones. And again, it's like, it's not quite medievalish because I think there is some plumbing. I think.
I mean, they don't really go into detail about it.
No.
They must have good plumbing for the Akatar world, though. Because Favourite always has loose bowels.
Oh dear. I forgot about that.
I can't wait for Queenie to start reading it. Every
Oh,
other page, it's
literally-
like my bowels loosened, and I'm like, fuck's sake, she's got the shits again.
My God, what am I about to start reading?
A very
It's
good
basically
series.
the
Okay.
diary of a girl with the shits, basically.
It's
Okay.
the diary of someone with IBS.
Literally.
Well, if I just want to do that, I live it through Bateman anyway, so
Oh.
Grim.
am I wrong?
No, because Pessa
No.
has IBS as well.
So do I.
Yay!
But that, to be fair, that has given me ideas for more questions for next week, though, so that's good. I'm storing them all.
She's storing them.
Storing
I'm a
them
bit
all.
concerned as to what kind of questions you're going to be asking.
They're not bad.
Make note, because you have a week. Speaking of Maz books, am I the only one who's noticed she uses the word blanched way too many times? She also has a thing for people picking invisible lint off of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I had noticed that. It's like she picked an invisible piece of lint from her jacket, and I'm like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, now take a shot every time someone picks a piece of lint. Pesto, what world from a book or a film or a TV show would you like to live in?
Or game.
Or a game, yeah.
Because I was also slightly thinking Borderlands, just so I could go and shoot psychos
Tiny Tina!
Oh,
and meet Tiny Tina. Could you imagine?
Oh my
I can
god,
see
Tiny
the pogs
Tina.
going in Pesto's head. Thank you, EJ, for the hydrate.
Thank
Halo one would
you.
be really cool as well. But then I'm not sure about the space concept.
Am I a main
Am I a
character?
main
You are
character
the main
in this?
character.
I mean, is it you're the main character in your universe?
yes.
Oh.
I'm trying
The
to think
Sims
what he would choose, but I
universe.
can't. Oh, we technically do live in a Sims universe now. Because we live
We
in a
just don't know
simulation. No,
it.
I'm not going down that.
No, that's
No.
on that note.
That is a conversation for Mr. Crip, I think. That would take up more than 2 hours.
He would go with that and fucking run with that.
Oh, I know.
On that note, I think we should
Yes,
wrap
Dem.
up.
No, I think we need to talk about flat Earth. Yes,
no,
Dem.
not
Right.
not now. No.
No, I'm joking.
It would be maybe Resident Evil's nice. Oh yeah, Fallout would be quite cool. Thank you to everyone for joining and
Thank
watching
you.
/
Thank
listening.
you.
Thank you for all of the bitties and giving Coblett her bed. I'm not that mean, honest.
I've been very comfortable. I do appreciate it.
We will be back with the podcast next Thursday, and we have Crippen and Books as our guest, which is going to be fun, interesting, and fun.
You sounded really enthusiastic then.
I was
No,
just about to say the same thing.
That sounds
I got
fun.
my brain's doing the thing of I need to go to bed, and also I've had a message about tomorrow, so I need to reply to that. There will be no sim stream from me tomorrow. I'll be streaming again on Saturday, and we will be doing Dale and Dawson.
Whoop, whoop.
But
Yeah.
I'm so excited about the new updates. The fact that there's going to be a HR role and a flip off. Can't wait.
I'm just going to stand outside the manager's office and just
I said that.
stare at everyone. I will do that.
I
The
will
whole
put some
match.
funky music on while we find someone to read out to.
Funky music.
Funky music. Who is live that I follow? Lots of people. Okay. I vaguely remember. Should we go and help someone that's doing partner push?
Yeah.
Sure. Or should we raid Strange?
What's Strange doing?
She's doing House Flipper. I've just seen that she's live. Yeah, that's up to you, love.
Makers and crafting. Or House Flipper. Pick people. Or I can send you to some ferrets. Flippy houses.
Flippy houses.
We'll go to flippy houses.
Yeah, to be fair, she is lurking in here, so maybe it would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, I need to do a... Oh, I like that Saribot does that now. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to stay hydrated and take care of yourself. I don't have a raid message for the podcast yet. So...
I'll make one. Sassy raid!
Yeah, that works. That works. Copy the raid message. And we will see you next time.
Bye bye.